Now, Storm Watch 12 weather with meteorologist Josh Culbreath.
Welcome back to Newswatch 12 midday, and right now we're taking a look at, of course, the Newswatch 12 Weather Cam network. Clouds there along the coast, but we're seeing elsewhere some of the clouds beginning to break up, and we'll continue to see that trend throughout the rest of the day. We're even seeing some sunshine down there in Wairika, but a little bit later in the day, clouds will start to increase just a little bit, especially as we head into the evening. So I do think we could still continue to see sunshine throughout the afternoon, but it really becomes when we get to the evening that things start to become a little bit more problematic, as we'll have that line of not only rain, but even some higher elevation snow enter the coast, and then it'll start to spread inland as we head throughout the late evening to even the overnight hours. And then by the time we get to Friday morning, things become a little bit more scattered in nature. We start to see some more dry pockets start to fill in the whole mass of rain, but still, it'll be a messy commute wherever you're headed to on Friday morning. And then as we go into the afternoon hours on Friday, we're starting to see more and more of that rain and snow breakdown and coverage. And then throughout the course of Friday evening, going into Friday night, there's just a few scattered showers left over there along the coast. So we'll get some pretty beneficial rainfall there along the coast and coastal ranges and up in the Cascades, but the system's just looking a little bit too dry for any impactful rain to fall in the west side valleys, in the basin, and down in Siskiyou County, of course. So here's all the winter weather element to everything. We'll have snow levels right around 5,500 feet this evening. They were up to 8,000 feet yesterday, so this just kind of gives you an indication of how cool the air mass is that has moved in following the much warmer air mass yesterday. And then snow levels won't dip down much overnight, just down to 5,000 feet. And so we're not really anticipating big time snow accumulations, at least down in Siskiyou County. We can maybe have a trace to an inch there at Weed, Mount Shasta, and Tennant. Also, there on the east side, just given that we're not really going to have enough moisture to make any impactful precipitation accumulations, then you could kind of extrapolate from that and understand that we're not really going to have much in the way of big time snowfall. But in the Cascades, we could still have a foot fall there up at Crater Lake, and of course, it's nothing to scoff at. That's become my favorite term. But yeah, several inches of snow falling up there in the Cascades. Nothing like what we saw at the beginning of the week, although. And then in the west side valleys, not very impactful snow. Siskiyou Summit could maybe see a trace up to an inch. So for today, very mild. We'll have winds picking up ahead of the next storm system, but most of us inland will stay dry. It's going to be along the coast where we're going to see showers throughout the day. And then for tonight, that's when things really start to pick up, not only in the form of winds, but as you saw in Stormcast, the rain and some of that higher elevation snow begins to spread in throughout the course of the night. And the National Weather Service thinks that the most impactful snowfall will be above 5,500 feet. That's why winter weather advisories are in effect for those elevations in western Siskiyou County, in the Cascades, and in the Siskiyous. And also winds, they could gust all the way up to 45 miles per hour, so we could definitely have some blowing snow. And even though we're not expecting much in the way of snow there on the east side, I think whiteout conditions are definitely in question, just because we'll have winds gusting up to 50 miles per hour there on the east side, gusting up to 60 miles per hour there along the coast. So travel conditions, even though they have greatly improved from the beginning of this week, will take a couple steps backward on Friday, but we'll expect melting throughout the course of later on Friday into Saturday. And then, of course, by Sunday, I think we'll be A-OK there on the roadway. So here's your 7-day forecast. Wet and windy today along the coast, but then we dry out for Saturday and going into Sunday. And then in Siskiyou County, today we're already seeing some sunshine. So the sun will likely persist until the afternoon, and then we'll start to have clouds build in. The rain will build in overnight. Into Friday, snow levels drop. We can maybe have a wintry mix tomorrow. We're really not expecting big time accumulations there in Siskiyou County. In the basin, the same can be said. We're not expecting copious amounts of snow like we saw earlier in the week. But then after that, it's going to be a very pleasant weekend. And that is, of course, the upside to all of this. We get a nice little break in the action. It's been a very active couple of weeks. But up in the mountains, that's where the biggest impacts are going to be, as we could have several inches, maybe even a foot of snowfall in some of the highest terrain. And then in the Rogue Valley, maybe a rogue shower today, but the rain chances really increase overnight going into Friday. But then it looks like Saturday and Sunday are going to be very pleasant.
So at this point, I don't think I need my umbrella actively, but maybe just on standby for right now.
Yeah, maybe have it in the car. I wouldn't say have the rain boots, light rain gear for sure.
All right, great. Thanks, Josh.
Of course.